Mm-hmm. Let's do it. Investigate the Isle. Done many isles in my day. Sure, I'll loot all this stuff here. Never know when you're gonna need some of this stuff for crafting. What do these read? No man can be called good who does not share his prosperity with others. Generosity is required for dignity in life and peace in death. Valor does not make one good, yet how many good men have you met in your life's journey who were cowards? Those who possess valor do not hesitate to stand against the majority, no matter what the consequences. These sound very familiar to, like, the knights, the way that the knights represent themselves, the 5 things that they follow. These are those things. There are many traits which bear witness to man's true nature. Compassion is what separates men from beasts. Whoever feels sympathy for his fellow man will never turn a blind eye to misfortune. He will instead always stand in defense of the wronged. So we have compassion, we have valor, we have... What was this one? Generosity. Honor, yeah, that was another one. Honor cannot be purchased. Honor also cannot be sold, for its value is greater than all the treasure in the world. Yet one can lose it, and whoever does so shall have sullied his name for all eternity. A truly honorable man always stands behind his actions, faces every challenge, and refuses to lie. I mean, I've kind of lied before in this game. Wisdom is a virtue which one should strive to cultivate throughout one's life, for it is impossible to be so wise one cannot become even wiser. The wise know this. As we journey through life, we should seek to make wise choices. Remember, wise choices are not those which make our lives easier or simpler. Often they make them more complicated, but always they make us better. So that's interesting. That was definitely the Knight's Code, the 5 things that they follow. Oh god, there's a hermit here. Sir, how did you get there? Just cross along. I guess we're gonna talk to him.
I'm walking on water. Just like...
Like who?
Like a pond skater. Who are you thinking?
No matter. I suppose you thought
Jesus.
nothing else in life could surprise you, eh? Wrong.
Our Jesus. Oh, look at this. How do I get this sword, sir? Let's talk to him. It's been a while since we've seen a hermit in The Witcher.
Hey, happen to know how the hell I can walk on that water?
Naturally, I know. Since time immemorial have I dwelt in solitude on this shore, and I can testify to the extraordinary nature of the lake.
What's so extraordinary about it? I mean, besides the fact that you can walk on its surface.
A sword, most wondrous, lies in its depths. I watch over it.
Must be pretty good then, huh?
The blade may be grasped solely by one who possesses the 5 chivalric virtues.
Chivalric.
Folk call me a lot of things, but virtuous? I don't know.
Yet I do know. For I know who you are.
Who am I?
You have proven yourself capable of great sympathy. You are a man of honor, as many can attest. Of humble means yourself. You showed generosity to others. Your valor is the stuff of legends. Reason guides your actions, as it does those of all who are wise. You have proven the 5 chivalric virtues
You only
dwell
have
in
4
your
there.
heart.
Mean
For
the
3.
sword's mine? I can dive in and take it?
The sword deserves the hand of a master. You must prove your skills are worthy through combat atop the water's surface. Are you ready?
I've got a combat. I'm in.
Anytime.
Then draw your blade.
I don't know how I got approved for all of this, but yes, I will not question.
This is the last test. You will show what you're made of.
Excuse me, sir. Da-da. Oh no, it's like the Ophiri mage all over again. Holy, yep. He's definitely like a mage. Ow, sir. Okay.
What? Lost your nerve?
Ah, Geralt. What's the favorite? Oh, that is. I did it again. The whirlpool.
Too late to surrender.
You have proven worthy of wielding the blade, beyond all doubt.
Okay.
Behold, your Arendite.
Whoa! Is that the sword from Witcher 1?
We've met before.
Certainly. The hermit admitted he knew you, remember?
That guy was from Witcher
The
1?
Lady of the Lake.
It is I. Forget not that you are a man right and honorable, devoted to doing good. And for these reasons you received the blade. Now bear it. And I trust this time you shall not lose it.
Yeah, we lost it. Well, no, we didn't. Dude, this is awesome. Embodiment of the 5 virtues, achievement unlocked. Oh, wow, that's awesome that they threw this back in there. Yeah, we went through the exact same thing in Witcher 1. And it's been forever. I don't really remember that hermit, but I do remember her. And I remember the name of that sword. And then when you imported your Witcher 1 save into Witcher 2, you started with this weapon. But of course, the stats on it weren't very good. So you used it a little bit and then you kind of just tossed it aside because there's better swords and stuff that come along. But that's awesome. The Erendites.
Just wonderful.
Oh, rude. Rude. I'm gonna stand on this rock and check it out. I hope if this sword is better than one of my Witcher swords, then I'm not gonna get the 6 gear bonus thing. Oh my god, it is totally better than what I have. Each blow generates charges which increase sword damage by 10%. Charges are lost over time or when receiving damage. A fully charged sword always deals critical hit damage. Killing a foe with a fully loaded sword will expend its charge to permanently increase the weapon's damage. Damage is increased by 0 to a maximum of 10. Whoa. Okay, alright. That's definitely going to be a sword we use for sure. Dude, that is awesome. Hang on. Well, hang on. Let me get out of this screen so you can have something nice to look at. I wanna see what they say about this quest. There can only be one. Actually, I like the Gamepedia rather than the wiki. Gamepedia has so much more information than a wikia or whatever. If Garrett overhears some knights. Walkthrough. So I guess this is a quest where you could come here, and if you didn't have the five virtues, I guess, then he would probably not allow you to do the things that you were doing. I don't know. The Erendite can only be one. Ah, here's what I wanted to look at. In Witcher 1, this is... What I'm about to read is... Well, I guess I don't need to read it, but... Yeah, it is the same sword from Witcher 1. Yeah. Lady of the Lake knights Geralt after he fulfills her wishes and gives him this blade along with the words, "Take this sword as a sign of my favor. Once the blade of a great warrior, it lay in the depths for ages, awaiting your arrival." Yep, that's what it was. And then you could get it if you imported your save into Witcher 2, which is what I did. And then they dropped it in the third game too. That's awesome. That was a really cool callback quest there. If you played through this and you did not play the previous Witcher games, this will probably be right over your head. But you're like me and Fury, you would have your reaction would have been what mine was to this. Like, this is awesome. Alright, well, that was an easy quest. What do we do next? Let's go ahead and start this one, A Knight's Tales. Well, first of all, is there anyone that we could... Are there any points of interest around here that maybe we could do? There is, like, 2 of them over here, but I wouldn't want to do those. There's a couple over here. Because in terms of editing, like, for YouTube, we would have to go at least another, like, 10 minutes or so before I could start the next video. I'd rather do that than be like, okay, we did this quest, and then we're starting another one in the same video. I kind of don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and clear out a couple of these over here, I guess, for now. Because we're right close in the area, you know? Oh, you know what? Before we leave, let's go ahead and read the characters stuff here. Those will be fun to read here. So, Lady of the Lake. Geralt had first encountered the Lady of the Lake when his search for what had been stolen from Kaer Morhen took him to the village known as Murky Waters. There, a mysterious female being dwelled in the murky depths of the village's namesake waters and watched over the residents living on the shores. Such was their esteem for their underwater guardian. They erected a monument in her honor. The Lady of the Lake once had many knights in her service, but they had all died, as valiant knights tend to, during campaigns in far-off lands. She now lived in near solitude, so was glad to accept Geralt's company. The Witcher being someone she liked and respected. Once the Witcher had believed Lady of the Lake was some kind of local goddess, but their reunion at Lac made him realize she did not dwell only in murky waters. Instead, the Lady of the Lake calls home any place where virtue and chivalry are honored. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's talk about the Hermit. The hermit who lived on the Isle on Lac Savali had become the guardian of the duchy's 5 principal virtues. This virtuous man watched over the boulders on which the virtues had been engraved and put any knight who came by through a trial to prove they embodied them. When the Witcher arrived at the Isle, he met with the hermit. It seemed to him it was not their first encounter. Only later did he find out how right he was. The hermit turned out to be the Lady of the Lake, a mysterious being whom Geralt had once met in murky waters. After Geralt passed the hermit's trials, the holy man changed form and showed him his true face, then bestowed upon Geralt a gift, the Sword of Erendite. Pretty cool stuff. Cool stuff. Oh! Can I not go out this way? I can. I'm gonna climb some mountains here. Try to, at least. I mean, that was really cool of them to add that in there. I cannot Skyrim up the stuff. Alright, whatever. I think at some points you can, like this. Don't ask how, just did it. Okay, so we gotta go up this way. Wait, actually this way. I was following the Knight's Tale quest. Okay. We have to go past this prison, right? Yeah. Okay, let's get on our horse and ride the path here. Ooh, orc tail over there. Might be worth killing.
Run, Roach.
For now, we're gonna go this way, though. I'm really glad that the internet fixed, so that way we could do some sort of stream today. Otherwise, I was like, I don't really want to have to stream on the weekends. But I might have to throw in a stream there. I don't know. I still might. I think if we do, it'll be like, you know, like 2 hours or something, and I don't think I'll set up my camera or anything.
Go, go.
And we could just do points of interest, which there really is there's no good reactions on most points of interest, really, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm not promising anything, though, because there is a lot of NFL playoff stuff happening, and there's a giant. So I kind of want to watch that stuff. Well, we found a giant. Can I make super augrid oil? Is that a thing? Yes. Give it to me. That's what we're putting on our blade here. Ooh. I kind of wouldn't mind using this sword here. Yeah, let's make the first kill of the Erendite is going to be a freaking Cyclops. Go ahead and do that. We're not going to get our bonuses from our Witcher gear because we're only wearing 5 out of 6. But that's fine because we're not using Yurden right now, so I guess it's not a big deal. Alright, buddy. I don't know if I saved or not. Nope, did not save. Alright. Cooper's Slope. Oregon Foothills.
That stench.
probably gonna hurt. Oh my. Okay, alright. Alright, it's Quinn. It's Quinn. Stop it! That was not fair. Ow. Dude, Cyclops hurt. Look at all that damage, though. Okay, I really want to try the Yurden stuff here and slow him down. Well, Yurden and oil and that sword. That combo. So, we cleared out an abandoned site, which now the people that inhabited this place before the Cyclops took over will now return and do whatever it was they were doing here. Nobody looted his body, right? Good. The Cyclops now.
Would be the end of me.
What? What's up? I'm working here.
Hey, I just saved this place, sir. Let's have some swallow here.
Heard of our wines?
Is there anything? Is there a reason I should be here? Oh, there's some loot here. Yes, there.
The Dutch is small, but do you know any who's not heard of our wines?
What kind of things went here? Oh, those look like trees. Like, tree trunks? I don't know. Well, I was gonna say this is woodcutter, but no, that's the quest that we're gonna want to start here. Unsent letter. Let's read this. This ought to be good, right? To be delivered personally to Damien de la Tour. Oh, well, when we start the main story again, we'll deliver this to him. Dear Commander, we, the undersigned, turn to you with a polite request to provide protection to our humble settlement on Cooper Slope, for we live in fear of acts of rampage and destruction on the part of giants descending from Mount Gorgon. As recently as a week ago, one such giant attacked our Cooper's workshop, destroyed our yard, stole one of our barrels, and put it on his head, as if donning a helm. Dude, this was the... That's the Cyclops that we fought when we first started Blood and Wine. The, I forgot what his name is, but I'll show him in the bestiary. Heedless to our warnings that this contradicted the item's intended use and might lead to unpredictable side effects. It then fled towards the Sanzratur River. The ducal paper pushers refused to believe our words, and we are afraid those monsters will kill us all in our sleep. We thank you in advance for considering our humble plea. Amelia, Carol, Jacob, Gregory, Caroline. Well, we took care of both that Cyclops and the other one. This is the character that I was wanting you. This guy right here. Goliath. He's the first monster you fight when you get to the land of Toussaint, and the backstory for this monster is pretty cool. Let's see. It doesn't say anything else about anything that was in that note, but still, it's pretty good. Axie and Quinn. They're like, yeah, don't use Yurden. Doesn't work.
Be careful, will you?
Ooh, can I loot this? I just took wine. That's all I did.
Fetch this empty dead, sweep up here.
Do what they summoned you to do, then pack up and go back where you came from.
Hey, dude, I saved this area.
Do what they summoned you to do, then pack up and go back where you came from.
Why you gotta be so rude, man?
Do what they summoned you to do, then pack up and go back where you came from.
Is there any... I cannot go in any of these homes. Okay. Well, that's that. We got time for another point of interest, maybe. Or maybe not. The woodworker is right over there. Oh, interesting. It's pretty close then. Yeah, let's just go back the way that we came then. Because we gotta travel there.
To the hells, quick as a flash.
And it's gonna take some time.
That Gwent would be the end of me. I've lost the game.
Gwent. Sir, do you want to play Gwent?
Huh?
No.
That Gwent would be the end of me.
Alright, we'll hop on our horse and we'll go ahead and travel there on horseback.
Whoa!
Yes, I believe it is this way. Damn. I really love this area. It's so beautiful. Fantastic. Yep, we're gonna go along this way. Might try and kill this forktail over here. I don't know. Seems like should. Ah! Alright, let's back up over here. Probably looks terrible on stream with all the grass and stuff, but... Probably Axie, I think, is probably a good sign. He fell into the earth, never to be seen again. Alright. Come along, Roach. Let's take off.
Slow now.
So I think we might go past a point of interest here. On this way that we're going. Actually, you know what? No. We're gonna stay to the right and go up to the cave again.
Not so fast, Roach.
Going from that way. I don't know what that big point of interest is. It looks like some sort of like stadium or something. We'll definitely be going there at some point. We are 100%ing Blood and Wine. And it seems like the main story is
Come on.
pretty
now.
much done all in one go, which is going to start whenever we decide to continue the main story. But I would like to do most of the side quest and most of the points of interest before doing that. That's just the way I've always done it.
Whoa!
I think it makes the most sense, because I don't want to finish the main story and then be like, well, I guess I gotta do these side quests and points of interest that aren't really gonna benefit me in the ending of this. I don't know.
Slow.
That's just kind of how I feel. Like, the main story has to be the finale to what I'm doing. Has to be. So, we'll see. I don't know. Go ahead and go this way here. So this is a woodcutter sort of area here. Blaspheming bunnies. I never heard that before.
Hello.
Just check and see if there's any like books or anything around here that we can take.
That Gwent will be the end of me.
Yeah, that's what the last guy said.
So bad, I cannot hold my tools. Fetch this empty dead.
A job is like a lady, but you can always get a new one.
A job is like a lady. You can always get a new one.
Drink! Give me a drink!
LOL. LOL.
Well, it's hard on the nerves, eh? That's why you're so grey.
Is that a werewolf? Saving it. Oh wait, let's talk. Wait, what's the quest? I don't even think I ever read it yet. A short distance from Castel Ravello, actually. Geralt happened on a notice posted by Jacob, a lumberjack. The logger was in search of someone who had no fear of spells and could thus face a witch. This was the very description of the Witcher, no two ways about it. So it was no surprise that our hero took an interest in the notice and decided to visit Jacob. Jacob.
Stay with me a bit longer, Lady Daphne.
What? Okay, first of all, why...
Bum poked, you must hang on, my lady.
Okay, first of all, why is the tree hostile?
Stay with me a bit longer, Lady Daphne.
Is this like the spirit of the tree in Wild Hunt? Did someone get trapped in the tree?
Bum poked, you must hang on, my lady.
That's totally a wolf, too, by the way.
You, Jacob?
Heel, Moholt. Down. Who asks?
A witcher. Saw your notice.
Hold up. A witcher, you say? Like in Luis Herrera's Tales and Fables. Luckier than a green bleeding leprechaun I am. See, not a soul around believes this tree is Daphne, the cursed lady of legend. But you could lift the curse.
Not a soul around believes this tree is Daphne, the cursed lady of a legend. You believe that tale? Aren't you a little too old? Oh, is he talking about this, or is he talking about us being a witcher?
Bit too old to believe in bedtime stories, aren't you?
Want your chops busted, witcher? How old I am, that is none of your poking concern.
Fair point. Not my business what you believe either.
Ha! I'm content we see eye to eye.
Did he just say porking concern? You're out of your porking mind, all right? That's a good, I guess, other word to use. Okay. I'm gonna open some candy, so I'll mute myself after I speak here. Tree's a cursed girl? What makes you say so?
So what makes you think there's a girl cursed inside the tree?
Well, I came out with my dog, Moholt, to cut her down. Axe in hand, a broad swing I took. The edge burrowed deep in her trunk, and bum-botch me if blood didn't spurt forth. My jaw dropped in the dirt. But right then I knew. Every jot of it in the tale of Daphne, Gareth, and the Witch of Lynx Crag.
Don't tell me. From Herrera's Tales and Fables.
You porking bet. Second edition. Amended in octavo. I know those tales by heart. My nan read them to put me to sleep.
Guess she read it cover to cover, colophon included.
Fond of fairy tales, why?
Got me curious, gotta admit. You really think the old tales are true?
Taking the weepy, are you? Do you think me balmy?
No, it's just these are dark, grim times. No room for knights pure of heart or happily ever afters. So I don't often run into folk like you.
Yes, true, the times are crud pie. But I see this as all the more reason to remember the tales. My gran would say, if you know not what to do, think to the chessboard knight and noble Alondra, and the path they would choose. She schooled me so thorough in it, I could not do otherwise, even if I wished to.
Well, we'll examine the tree. This is the candy that I'm eating, if anyone's curious. They're so freaking good. They're so good. These sweet tarts. Let's examine the tree.
Let me take a look at the tree.
Careful now. Must hang on, milady.
I examine
I
this.
hear sobs in the rustling leaves. Blood seep from the direction of the tree, judging by the shape of the stain.
Uh-oh, we are unstable. God dang it, man, really?